Hello pilots and welcome back to Flight Academy. It's time for Season 2. This series is brought to you by Out of Art Gaming, and as always my name is Phil. 11 players go head to head in a round robin single ship tournament to find out who is the ace pilot. The format rules are in the description below, but joining me for round 10 we have...
James. I'm still here.
Hey James, welcome back. I apologise in advance. I know this is your mortal enemy, 2 first order ships on the board. So are you going to be okay with this one?
I mean, I don't like what they stand for, but damn, those ships look cool.
They really do. There's just something about stark black and white just looking so good on the board.
Like you look at that ship and you go, oh, that's a bad guy ship. Okay.
Yeah, it definitely looks very much like a bad guy ship. But let's go through the bad guy ship. So on the left, we have Quinn with the TIE FO bomber in Grudge with, deep breath, prime thrusters, plasma torpedoes, proton rockets, skilled bombardier, proximity mines, cluster mines, and a shield upgrade. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
And there's some expensive upgrades on there as well, which is what makes it crazy.
Initiative 2. So you got a lot of room for upgrades. And Quinn has brought a lot of upgrades. I mean, he's got skilled bombardier and 2 types of bombs to throw out. He's got munitions. He's got all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
But he is going up against Jamie, who has brought Kylo Ren, Supreme Leader, in the TIE Whisper. I don't know how well I came in on the mic, to be fair.
We got it.
Cool. Right, so Kylo Ren has heightened perception, predator, ion missiles, pattern analyzer, and of course the enhanced jamming suite that ship goes nowhere without.
I mean, you look at any of the configs nowadays, and if a ship can have a config, it's gonna have it because generally they're free for a start.
I think most of the time, yeah. The new Resistance Y-wing is quite a cool one because it's basically 2 shield upgrades, but it does change the ship ability as well, which is quite cool.
I still think it's worth it, but enhanced jamming suite is just such a crazy config, not just because the amount of words on the actual card,
but the amount of actions it gives.
The amount of actions. There are no red actions on that thing. I'm
looking at Kylo Ren's pilot card at the moment, and it's so full of information.
Yeah.
He's got his ability, the ship ability, the bullseye gun, the turret gun, evade, hull, shield, force, and then all of his actions, which again are all white.
Yeah.
Even the linked ones.
And then, as I said, enhanced jamming suite then just adds even more.
He's got options. He's got a lot of options.
He's got a lot of options, and he's got the Force as well. He's got ion missiles, he's got Predator. He won't need it in this, but he's got heightened perception. It's a really solid ship that can just do so much. And I'm actually quite interested to see how well it does come up against this bomber, because although it's I2, we've seen Quinn use Grudge very well, especially when he combines that skilled bombardier on there.
Yeah, skill bombardier, a lot of different bombs to choose from, and Grudge's ability to re-roll the bomb dice when they detonate.
Yeah.
Just to really make sure that damage gets through. And Kylo Ren, he's not the bulkiest of ships.
No, he's really not. He's got that sort of, health-wise, he's got that interceptor profile. But then you look at his red and green dice, and that's where it
balances out a little bit.
Yeah, it really balances out. And that's why I think he's a lot cheaper in this platform than he is in the Silencer, because the Silencer is an out-and-out bulked-up interceptor, whereas this is very much a knife fighter. Get in, get some damage, get out, and come back. It's not there for that protracted engagement. So we've seen Jamie fly Kylo so well, but I do think this is going to be an interesting test.
I like the ion missiles because it really helps dial in that bullseye shot.
Yeah. I think ion has just been one of those little hidden gems for this series. Like, more people have really used it and capitalized on it, and it's been such an eye-opener. I think for season 3 we might see more people either utilizing Ion or looking at ways to get around Ion where they can.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, is that damage going?
There's two shields off of Kylo. Good shot from Grudge.
He's, again, surprise package, that Grudge. He's just doing a lot of work where you don't quite expect it to happen.
What do you reckon happened to him that he has such a grudge?
Maybe he wanted to be in a TIE SF and they said no.
Maybe. Although, I mean, I think I'd rather be in the bomber, to be honest. Look at all the stuff it can take.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I do. I think I'd want to be in the bomber as well. The bomber, it just looks so cool.
And I totally forgot about the bomber's ability in the system phase. It can do. Is it just a boost, or is it a boost or a roll? I can't remember.
I believe it's just a boost.
Let's have a look. Pursuit thrusters during the system phase, you may perform a boost action. So yes, just a boost.
And then couple that with prime thrusters as well. Ooh. So. Ooh.
Kylo wants to move away from there, otherwise bombs are going to get hit on him.
He really does. It's going to have to be a barrel.
It's got to be. Otherwise, the cluster mines and
I'd be dropping Prox Mine. Guaranteed damage with Grudge's ability to make him reroll those dice.
I see you mean potentially just kill him outright with that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, cluster mines would be good because...
Man, that boost in the system phase to then be able to position in somewhere that Jamie clearly didn't expect him to be.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just looking at where Grudge is right now and just sort of like in my head trying to look to the future and think, right, what can Quinn do? I mean... We're about to see it, but I would say potentially stick there and now drop a cluster because that would force Kylo to go the other way to avoid it.
Yeah, it would be more of just an additional obstacle, but it looks like he's doing at least a boost before any mines, if any.
I'm hoping he does drop it. Yeah, there's
something.
Charge going down.
Skill bombardiers to throw it out a little further.
I think it's clusters. Yes.
Okay.
I think that right now, that is the right idea because it's going to close off much more of a gap there. If Jamie's read that, Jamie now knows that he's going to have to go a lot further round to get back at Grudge than he probably wanted to.
Yeah, there's... kind of only one direction that Kylo can really go at this point to continue to close in on Grudge.
Yeah.
Has he done the right thing?
Yeah, but just how nimble that ship is. Boost, 3 hard, barrel roll. That's the kind of actions that...
just playing it completely safe.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that's fair. You don't want to get too close to a bomber, especially when they are throwing out so many things.
Yeah, I was actually expecting a turnaround there rather than just a straight.
Yeah, I mean, I guess especially with the bullseye, you want a bit more space to have time to try and line that up a bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Quinn's just turning his dial back over, guys, but whilst we wait to get this round fully underway, just to remind you, if you do like what we are doing here at Out of Art Gaming, you can support us on Patreon. The link is in the description below, and you do get to see all of the cool stuff we've got coming up in advance. We put up lots of pictures and little sneak peeks of future videos up there.
Nice little one sharp. Doesn't care about the stress for the barrel roll because of those prime thrusters. Always good to see upgrades being used.
Yeah. I mean,
there's nothing worse than getting to the end of a game and going, I didn't even use that.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose the only difference I think with this is with it being using the same thing, obviously we term this as a tournament. So in tournaments, if you get to the end of the whole tournament, you go, I didn't use that, then you're a bit like, oh, that's annoying. But if you get to the end of the tournament, you go, I only used it a couple of times, but I did use it. That's not
when
so
I
bad.
did use it, it really helped.
Yeah. Oh,
that's not the best attack. Although not the best defense either, so something.
1 through. So Grudge is... That's just 1. There's a lot of evades to come back, though.
I would have been very surprised if that got through. Kylo not having to spend a lot of force so far.
No, he has been quite fortunate in that sense. This next coming engagement, though, looking at it, this is going to favour Kylo more because although Quinn's probably not too disappointed to be facing Kylo, he'd prefer to have Kylo sort of more towards the back there so he could drop a bomb on him.
Yeah. Now, is this a system phase boost before the move, or is this just a 1 straight?
I think it's just a
one straight. Okay.
I think he's hoping possibly for a procket shot coming up, but
okay.
Kind of
potentially Jamie was worried about Quinn just going stupidly fast, getting in the way.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Also, Kylo does have the potential to turn his gun around.
Yeah, we haven't seen him use that yet. I think I always want to think that he's saving it or just keeping it in the front and hoping to get turned around nice and early.
Possibly. He's now got a lot more open space in front of him.
Yeah. And it's now like the cat and mouse has changed around.
Yeah, no, if only Kylo had some mines at this point, that would be great for him.
I mean, that would be
scary. Kylo Ren with mines.
I mean, the fact that you can stick like devices on a striker in itself is also quite scary. So
true. But yeah, I think you're right. I think we're probably going to see a red move and pattern analyzer for something.
Yeah. Although pattern analyzer is a bit of an old one on Kylo because he's got the force. It's not like he necessarily needs it for mods, but that reposition.
It's like a target lock, really.
Yeah.
Well, he's going for a boost.
I think trying to close down and get that range to get that big decisive shot, but
he's got bullseye, I think.
We are checking now. Yes, looks like it. Oh, jamming. Nice. That gets rid of that that's why he boosted, to get rid of that focus and no prockets. Nice. Oh.
I mean, that is what the Whisper does, right? It goes, you're my bullseye, you're losing your tokens, you're taking a hit.
Yeah, well, it's actually a hit crit there.
Oh, and it's a fuel leak. That's the worst card to get early. Well, actually, no, probably.
Well, he's only got 2 left, so it's not terrible. It's still not great, and he really wished he had that focus there. Yeah. Oh, this is really turned.
But could Grudge get some bombs in a good position if he does his boost first? So here's the system phase boost.
Yep.
And here come. I guess it has to be proxy mines at this point.
Yeah. Well, he's got no clusters. I would say just a regular range.
Plus a 2-hull and time on the game. Just throw it down.
Yeah, throw it down. If you sneak a damage in and force extra time, then absolute win. That's actually. I really like that. That is a sloop.
Oh, that's so cool that a ship can do that.
Yeah.
Reposition, mine, turn around.
And then prime thrusters, barrel roll.
Oh, and the prime thrusters to barrel roll as well. Wow, that's a lot of stuff for one stress.
Yeah. How is this a bomber?
I don't know.
I mean,
that's really cool to see. All right.
Does it make you want to fly first order?
It makes me want to fly a good bomber.
Yeah.
Okay, Jamie did play it safe. He's played it very safe with these bombs, to be fair.
He
and it's keeping him alive.
very cautious, but
Grudge just needs a bit of damage.
One bit of damage would force it to extra time. Apparently Grudge now also has the Force, looking at it.
Oh, yeah, sometimes tokens get forgotten to move, but it's, what, 2 hits?
1 hit.
One hit, okay. It could happen. It didn't.
Oh, Trail Mix, but that was great. Both ships flown incredibly well, very entertaining.
I mean, Jamie came out on top, but positioning from Quinn with Grudge was very good in that.
Yeah, I mean that could have gone either way, and I think Quinn flew that incredibly well.
Although that boost from Kylo to get the jam off, that I think got him the damage he needed. So fair play.
Yeah, both pilots flying absolutely well. Commiserations, Quinn, like that was just brilliant, but Jamie just managed to get it in the end there, so well done to Jamie. But James, thank you very much for joining us for that one.
You're welcome.
And guys, if you enjoyed that, make sure you hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, link for the Patreon in the description below, and we will see you next time.